Ladies and gentlemen, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm absolutely pleased and proud to be here. I can tell you right now, my stress is off. My mom this morning, she's on life support. And I heard the news this morning. I know I can't do anything. I had my sisters there and my brother there. But to be honest with you, Mr. Crawford has done a lot for me and my family. And I make it a pledge. I said, listen, I have to come here this morning to share my story with those that are in even worse situation that I might have found myself into. Because I remember a story that some of you might have heard. That someone was eating a ripe banana and he ate the banana and threw away the skin. And someone else picked up that skin. And he was going to commit suicide, but when he saw that, he changed his mind. Listen to me, we all of us are at a different level in a different situation. When I talked here this morning, it's not because I know Mr. Crawford. I drive a commuter van. And I was listening to Mikey Sterling. I happened to meet Mikey Sterling one time. And I was in a station that there is no one that I could trust to really assist me in the station that I found myself in, and my family. And I said to myself, I'm gonna make a final try. I'm gonna give this guy a call. And I hold the number. And I didn't call him same time. It takes some time for it to really dawning for me to call him. But eventually I called him. And the reason why I called him, myself and my wife went to Job Center. I don't know if you remember, some time ago with NotCop. There was thousands of people there. I've been there. I marched around that building with a crowd, if anyone aware of what took place down there. And I had confidence in what they told me, that I would get my loan modified at 2%. And I spent all the time down there. And eventually, I met with Welch Fargo after they finished the paperwork, and they said, listen man, you're good to go. You are in the station that you will get the reduction. And I did all the paperwork. And trust me, I was surprised when I got the letter from Wells Fargo. I feel happy because I don't open it yet. When I open it, oh man, they denied the loan. They don't know my station, do I put it on paper, and I told them to them, they said that you are in a position that you can pay your loan. I said to myself, I wonder if it's because I never late. I never late, but I'm hungry. And there are certain things that I cannot do. I cannot take a vacation. God bless my kids, God bless children. Luckily for me, I had a son which is a doctor and 2 nurses. And sometimes them help me to really stay in the house, because just like how I love them, just the way they love me. And when I have a problem, I'll call them and say, listen, can't afford for late, you know. And they say, Daddy, use this check. So they are on the other side, but they don't know what you're feeling over here. And I was told by other people, we can help you. Don't pay your mortgage. Don't pay your mortgage. Just make it go delinquent. And that's the time that they will see that you're in a difficult position. But that wasn't in my mind, because I said to myself, no, that's not me. And I tried to pay my mortgage up to the point that Mr. Crawford took it up. My mortgage at the time was $2,700 and we'll call it $780. That just for interest and mortgage. It's almost $3,300 when you put all the tax and everything together. I met Mr. Crawford. And I didn't tell my wife anything. I invited him over to talk to him, and he said, listen, Barry, I can come to your house. I say, you sure? I say, I feel better because me can't talk to my wife again. Mr. Crawford said, I come over, man. And there he was. So I lay the burden on him. I tell my wife, say, him say, he must try and see what he can do. But the only thing that convinced me, may I have to tell my wife, say, my darling, you know what him said? If we don't get through, you're going to give her back her money. So we say, okay, fine, let me take the chance. And trust me, that man, Mr. Crawford, I can recommend anybody to them. My mortgage, no. From over $3,000 per month, principal and interest, $1,535. $1,535. I make sure I bring all the proof that the doubting Thomas like myself can see it from Wells Fargo how much per month I'm now paying. I'm now paying. So for those people that doubt themselves, please put yourself together, because I was in that spot. Sure. Right? And if you know somebody which had that hard feelings about people who rob people, people come on radio and say, yes, I can help you. Come and trust me. You don't know where they've gone. The next thing your money gone. But I can vouch for Mr. Crawford. And the other thing we're kind of hold me to, I'm not a Christian, to be honest with you. God will tell me that, but I feel me, I try my best. But my belief, like how me say, well, then I judge that person. I think that person is a Christian and somebody you can trust. And that is a thing that we really use to judge Mr. Crawford. I didn't know him background. I was surprised that he was such a bad guy when I hear him talk about his past. But sometimes you think I forget burned before you can get serious and say, listen to me, I'm not going back there, I'm going forward ever, backward never, right? Mr. Crawford, God bless you. Do the work you're doing, and I'll be always rose for you. One thing I can tell you, encourage your friend, encourage your enemy, encourage your neighbor. They've been a problem, talk to them, right? There's way out. There's good people in this world and there's bad people, right? God bless all of you, right?